Oh, look, another day where the stock market decided to throw a rager while the government is literally shut down for 24 days. Because nothing says stable economy like Congress playing the world's most expensive game of chicken, while the Dow just casually strolls past 47,000 for the first time ever. First, we're diving into why inflation data that's supposedly good news sent markets to the moon, while retail traders are probably Googling what does VIX mean for the 100th time this year. Let's start with the obvious. Everything's green today, which means my puts are about as useful as a hot chocolate teapot. The S&P 500 closed at 6,791.69, up 0.79%. The Nasdaq gained 1.04% to close at 23,204. And the Dow decided to flex on everyone by breaking 47,000 like it's trying to impress its ex. Meanwhile, the VIX dropped to 17.02 because apparently fear is so last week. For context, when the VIX is this low, it usually means either everything is perfectly fine or we're about to get absolutely wrecked, no in between. Sector-wise, technology led with a 1.3% gain because of course it did. These tech stocks are like that friend who always wins at Mario Kart. You hate them, but you can't stop playing with them. Communications and utilities both gained 0.9%, with utilities benefiting from AI power demands. Because apparently even our electrical grid is getting disrupted now. For individual movers, we had some real plot twists. Intel actually beat earnings expectations. I know I had to double-check that too. Meanwhile, Deckers Outdoor got absolutely demolished, dropping 12.98% after earnings. Apparently, even premium shoe companies aren't immune to tariff anxiety. And Tesla? Down 2.88% because Elon probably tweeted something about Mars colonization instead of focusing on Q4 deliveries. Classic. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the elephant that's been locked out of the room for 24 days. The government shutdown is now officially older than most TikTok trends, and somehow the market is treating it like background music. But here's the kicker. Today's inflation data came in cooler than expected. Core CPI hit 3.0% versus the 3.1% forecast. Markets celebrated this like it was the second coming of Jerome Powell. Speaking of which, the Fed is meeting next week. And with 98% probability of a 25 basis point cut, it's basically more certain than me losing money on 0 DTE options. The market is pricing in rate cuts like they're Black Friday deals. Meanwhile, President Trump ended trade talks with Canada because of a TV ad about tariffs. Yes, you heard that right. International trade policy is now being decided based on commercials. We're living in the timeline where reality TV became actual reality. And just to add more spice to this geopolitical soup, Trump is heading to Asia for a meeting with Xi Jinping. Because nothing says stable markets like two of the world's largest economies having a sit-down while one of them has their government shut down. Alright, buckle up buttercups, because next week is earnings season on steroids. We've got Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, and Google all reporting. It's like the Avengers of market manipulation are all suiting up at once. Apple reports Thursday with an estimated APs of 1.77. They'll probably beat it because Tim Cook has that magic touch. But the real question is whether iPhone 17 sales can justify that $4 trillion market cap. Spoiler alert, it probably doesn't matter because Apple could report selling literal rocks and the stock would still find a way to gap up. Facebook's reporting Wednesday, and everyone wants to know if Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse spending spree is finally paying off. Microsoft and Google are also Wednesday, because why spread out the market-moving events when you can just detonate them all at once? Speaking of next week, unusual options activity is off the charts. We've got massive call buying in SPX options, Tesla seeing 787 unusual options trades today, and enough institutional money flowing around to make your head spin. When the smart money starts making big bets, US retail traders should probably pay attention instead of YOLOing into the next meme stock. The Fed decision comes Wednesday, and with the government shutdown, we might not even get jobs data. It's like trying to drive while blindfolded, which, come to think of it, pretty accurately describes my trading strategy. So here's the TL. DR, for those of you with the attention span of a goldfish on Red Bull, markets hit record highs on cool inflation data. The government is still shut down, but nobody seems to care. And next week, we're getting enough earnings reports to either send us to Valhalla or straight to the unemployment line. The VIX is low, fear is basically non-existent, and institutional money is positioning for something big. Whether that's a melt-up or a rug pull, your guess is as good as mine. Remember, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. But it does guarantee that I'll keep making questionable trading decisions and documenting them for your entertainment. If you enjoyed watching me explain, smash that like button and subscribe for more content that'll either make you money or give you trust issues with the financial system. Until next time, may your calls print and your puts expire worthless. Because apparently that's just how 2025 works now. Peace out, paper hands.